sold the plate without the cameras and I used just my own phone, couldn't I get a low-cost version and get to market a lot faster than all this future you're talking about?
Let me just paint a little bit of a better picture as to where we stand.
Because I smell pre-revenue all over this.
So let me talk a little bit about sales. Let me talk a little bit about the total picture here.
Can I buy Smart Plate now?
We're taking pre-orders. We're not planning to deliver Smart Plate into the summer of 2016.
How much is the plate going to cost at retail?
Yeah, so it's going to retail for $199.
Oh.
For us, that's a 469%.
Martin, honey, sweetie, poopsie. That's crazy.
How much money do you have into this business right now?
We raised $225,000 from institutional accredited investors. We have $80,000 from friends and family. And we've soft-circled $550,000 of this round.
Soft-circled from...
Soft-circle.
Is that the soft serve?
No, it isn't.
So you're trying to convey the message that other people are interested in.
I'm not asking that. I just want...
That's correct, Mark. Yes,
I got it. But I'm uncomfortable with the way that you're making this pitch.
Well, too bad. I mean, and you're out.
It's a little... And so, I'm out.
Martin, when I look at how people eat, including myself and my family, I think that people don't eat all their food at home near the Smart Plate. They have lunch at school, they have lunch on the run, they eat in a restaurant at night. You're going to spend a lot of time and money trying to sell these plates to people, and I don't really think they have any merit at all. I'm out.
Here's where I'm kind of going in circles. I don't see any technology that you guys introduced. This is a technological product.
Mm-hmm. That's
you
correct.
sold it as such, right?
Yes.
It is. You're trying to sell the value. And what I'm hearing is the value proposition, their core competency, you're hiring from third-party design companies and you're hoping they can make it work.
They're experienced in the space.
What if it doesn't work? You're betting your entire company on some external design company. You guys can't control your own destiny. You have no idea whether or not this stuff is even going to work. That is a huge problem for me. I'm out.
I gotta tell you, as a technologist, I think the plate is a crutch. I think it's an interim step that will be obsolete soon enough. If your photo recognition technology were as good as it should be, then it can infer volume and mass from the picture it takes. I don't need to weigh the pizza. I don't need to take an ancillary photo from the side. So you're trying to sell people a very expensive, very fragile, hard thing that doesn't fit in their pocket, that can't go with them anywhere, and you're charging a lot of money for it. There are so many different ways this business fails right out of the gate, and for that reason, I'm out.
What do you think, Barbara?
Can I just make Can I make a quick point, Barbara?
You certainly got it.
Okay, all right. Barbara, I know that you have a lot of investments in the food space.
Yes, I do.
A lot of your portfolio is in the space. There's consumers that are out there, and they're doing all this manually.
Yes.
We automate that process.
I feel so badly because you're so heartfelt. Your presentation really was just terrible. I'm sorry to say. Just terrible and confusing. I'm out.
Okay.
Good luck, Martin.
Good luck.
Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. It was tough. You know, they fired a lot of questions. You know, I tried to keep my passion points there. I tried to walk them through the business. You know, but it was a tough day. But honestly, you know, we still believe in Smart Plate and the impact that it can have for consumers.
All I want right now is some street meat with some soft serve ice cream.
I'm Katie Sanchez. And I'm Melissa Elms, and our company is based in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I've always known my way around a kitchen. I'm a trained pastry chef, so trying new recipes, it's something that I've always done. Wow, perfect. I met Katie at a food trade show, and we decided to stick together and become business partners. pH of 3.7. Our product is a sweetener that tastes and bakes like traditional honey. But what makes it really great is it stems from a different source. Our goal is to help save the bees. Unfortunately, the population of these tiny workers is in decline. Our product helps to give the bees a break, allows them to regain in health and in numbers. We'll get that order right out to you. Thank you so much. We've put everything into this business, spiritually, emotionally, and financially. This business is so important because it's going to make a change in the sweetener market, and it offers a solution to multiple problems, not just today, but for tomorrow as well. Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I'm Melissa Elms from Nolanville, Texas. And we are the owners and operators of Bee Free Honey. We're here seeking $100,000 for 10% equity in our company. Sharks, we've all heard the expression, busy as a bee. They're busy for a reason. It takes over 60,000 bees to gather enough nectar for 1 pound of honey. Wow. Well, we at Bee Free Honey say, let's give those bees a rest.
That's why we have our line of 100% plant-based, sustainable honey. No hives required. How do we do it?
Bee-free is the only alternative honey on the market made from apples.
We make all of our products in our kitchen using only apples grown in the USA. Bee-free honey can be used on breads, as a topping on granolas or oatmeals. You can use bee-free honey as the perfect substitute. Sharks, we invite you to enjoy bee-free honey so you can see what all the buzz is about.
We have some samples.
You can grab either one.
Okay. Thank you.
So what you have in front of you, it's 80% U.S. grown organic apple. Lemon juice is the only preservative. And then there's a touch of vegan quality, non-GMO cane sugar, only enough to give it the viscosity of traditional honey. And those are the three main ingredients.
It tastes good, guys.
Oh, thank you.
It tastes like honey.
This stuff is very, very
Katie,
good.
can I just ask you a basic question before
Sure,
we get into
absolutely.
and dive deep into this? Why does the world need this?
Not only does it help with the bee population, but our vegan community is a big supporter of ours.
Vegans do not eat honey?
Vegans do not eat honey. It's one of the most contested ingredients in the vegan community.
Yeah.
Why?
By far, it comes from an animal, an insect.
You know, someone came on here last season, Bee Thinking. I took one of the hives home, and I've become now absolutely, totally obsessed with bees. I have 1 million bees on my property, and I just know so much about this stuff now. If you take out more than about 20% of the honey, it could collapse the hive. Where does this compare pricing to honey?
It's at the same price or lower, but it costs us to produce as $1.60 a unit, and we sell it for $5.99 a bottle at retail.
And is that what I would pay for another jar of honey, or what exactly?
You'd probably pay around $10.99 and up.
Wow.
And what are your sales?
So we've been on the national market now for 2 years. We're in 9 of the 11 regions of Whole Foods. Our sales are this year to date $104,000 in revenue stream. Last year, $78,000 our first year out of the gate.
Why do you believe that this company is worth $1 million?
Well, we've just finished testing with Costco in the Bay Area as well, and we're working on packaging right now for a rollout with them this late fall.
If you were to get your investment, say, of $100,000, is that enough money to cash flow those orders?
Yes.
Yes, you
Yes.
feel so.
We
You've
put
done the
everything
numbers?
back into the company.
Yeah, we have $100,000 is going to be for us to build our own kitchen.
Do you have a need for a larger kitchen
Yes,
if you get these
ma'am.
other
We have a cap on our sales because we have a cap on production hours.
So I've got a couple of restaurants. If I take this to my chef and say, Chef, do you want to use this in your pastries? Are you going to be able to beat that to where you are a cheaper, just as delicious commodity?
If your chef is using organic, local honey, then our product's going to be obviously lower price.
What if they're using like just honey off the truck?
Ours is going to be relatively the same price. If they're
Well,
buying
that's
in
no
bulk.
good, Chris.
If they're
That's
buying
no
in bulk.
good.
Yeah, but that's irrelevant.
It
All I'm
is
saying, look,
irrelevant.
If I walk into a grocery store with my kids and it says, buy this, save the lives of 1,000 bees, this is a $100 million brand.
Why not say you're going to save the unborn baby whales while you're at it? You know, ladies, I don't get the whole thing. How many years have you been doing this?
I was trying to make apple jelly, and I didn't read the directions, and I wound up making this by accident. And that happened in 1999. And then when I started hearing about...
1999, so 15 years ago.
But I didn't start working on this as a product in 1999. That's when the accident happened.
All right, you've made hundreds of dollars in 15 years. I'm really excited for you. I'm going to allow Barbara to give you her good money, so I'm out.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I
Thank you.
like the fact that your product is wrapped around a cause. Save the bees. But I don't think you deliver the cause with your packaging.
No,
or
they don't
something.
at all. You don't come close. Because bee-free just says it's, honey that's not made from bees.
If you're going to put some kind of labeling on it that will say how many bees it will save, plus contribute money towards some form of bee education, it could be 25 cents a bottle, I would give you $100,000 for 25%, and we can have a deal right now.
What?
Yeah, don't do that yet. Don't do that
you've
yet.
got,
Yeah.
look,
Don't
you've
do
got
that
all
yet.
these sharks
Let's get this
lying in
warmed
wait
up.
right now.
I'm about to warm this up. Come on.
Look, all right, I've been lying in wait over here. I have a couple secrets. One, I was vegan for a long time.
Awesome.
So I am an investor in the fastest growing fast casual restaurant in America, which is Veggie Grill, a plant-based restaurant that is kicking ass and taking names all over America. Why? Because it's cheap and incredibly delicious. And the ingredients they want to source are those that comply with the plant-based stuff, but are cheap enough that there's still margin for them. Now, the $1 million I think is a little bit of a stretch for where you are in terms of sales. That said, I do worry that 100 grand isn't enough money for you. I actually think you need more than $100,000.
One shark is out. Melissa and Katie have one offer on the table from Damon. $100,000 for 25% of their honey alternative, bee-free honey. But other sharks are circling.
I actually think you need more than $100,000. I'm going to give you $200,000 for 30% of your company.
I'll match that. I'll give you $100,000 for 15% or $200 for 30.
So you have two offers. Chris is a raving capitalist, doesn't give a about the bees. Damon over here is very worried about the bees, and Mark's made this whole thing up, and well, he's out, he could save giraffes with this product. Who knows?
I'm happy to let somebody in for a part of the deal if they want to go wave the flag about the bee business. But what makes this big is that you are better and cheaper.
This offer is even better. It's even sweeter. I'll give you $100,000 for 10% of the business, but I will then do 20% of the online sales, and I'll run that for you. It takes that part of the business off the table,
Barbara, you in
and
or
then you
out?
keep more
You know
equity.
what? I'll take the whole deal or half the deal. But I'm the partner you want.
Guys, look, I always like to put myself in the shoes of the entrepreneur.
Wait,
The
would you
reality
mind
is...
if I finished.
Wait, Barbara, I'm going to circle back to you, Barbara.
I'm curious. I want to hear what Barbara said.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm not going to leave you hanging. Okay, guys, you need Chris for commercial, and it really benefits you to have it in his restaurants. That accelerates it, and it gives you a coolness factor as well. Barbara, you need for the hand-holding.
You don't
right?
need me for the hand-holding. You need me for building your brand, like I
branding,
built pork
right.
barrel barbecue sauce, Daisy Cakes, Tom and She, Cousins, all doing in excess of $10 million, and they started with less than $200,000. You'd need me for my food expertise and my marketing expertise.
willing?
Well, that's why I've been asking her to
I
clear.
would rather have.
Turns out, by the way, I know a little bit about social
Mark
media
as my
too.
partner,
No, we
because he's
can
a
get-
lot better looking than this cowboy on the left.
Barbara, I think we benefit with Chris in, right?
So 3 sharks,
Yeah,
and
3
you
for
get the
3.
bee loving.
Wait, I still haven't heard Barbara said in half the deal, all the deal. What's the deal?
I was going to take half of your deal if you wanted.
Wait, half of my deal, but without me? Dude, I copyrighted that deal.
So Chris offered $200,000 for 30%. What I would suggest is $210,000 for 30%, 70 from each of us, 10% for each of us. You'll get our expertise.
I like that a lot.
I could take over the website. I've got all the infrastructure.
I'll take over the grocery end.
Wait, am I allowed back into my own deal?
I'm
Is that-
asking you right now.
is that
It's
what-
a three-way.
Thanks for letting me back into my
Just
own
so
deal
we're
here.
clear, $210,000
For 30%.
for 30% equity in our company, so 70 from each, basically
Right.
10 points each.
Correct.
Imagine your conference call with these guys. But what happens then when you need a real partner?
Sharks, you've got a deal.
All right, this is going to be a big hug.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Wow. Thank you.
sounds
Oh my
delicious.
gosh.
My pleasure.
We wanted to work with you all so much.
terrific.
So-
That was so delicious.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you all so much.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
We went deep sea fishing and we caught 3 sharks.
In season 5, Mark Cuban invested in an app-controlled smart light bulb called iLumi.
You got a deal.
I knew it was going to work.
Let's see how iLumi is doing now.
Today we're exhibiting iLumi smart bulbs at CES in Las Vegas. This trade show is the place to see the latest in electronics and consumer technology. We're here to showcase our 2nd generation smart bulbs
and to launch a brand new app.
Since we started working with Mark, we secured placement in major retailers like Best Buy, Fry's, Brookstone, and even Home Depot in Canada. We've gone from a pre-revenue company to achieving $2 million in sales.
What's up, guys?
Hey!
Good to see you. CES is not your typical trade show. Everybody is here. Media, celebrities. If this exhibited here, the world knows. This isn't a light bulb company. This is a Bluetooth mesh networking company that'll be able to control any type of device without having to use the internet. I know with Best Buy, we've really amplified things. They could really change the game, and that's what I look for in Shark Tank. When you can invest in a game changer, that's where the real money's made. Now let's go sell some light bulbs.
Let's do it. Amazon's excited to work with you guys.
Awesome.
So far, everyone seems to love our iLumi smart bulbs. It's been a real big hit.
Shark Tank has done more for our business than we could ever imagine.
We believe that iLumi is the future of smart lighting technology, and we're so glad that Mark invested in our bright idea.
Next up is a business dedicated to helping babies thrive.
Hi Sharks, my name is Christy Eisen and I am the proud founder and sole owner of Float Baby. Today I am seeking $150,000 for 20% of my company. Sharks, We all know that people who exercise weekly have improved physical and cognitive strength. We also know that people who have routine massages can experience improved blood flow and muscle tone. Float Baby is the first and only flotation and massage facility in the U.S. for babies. Babies as young as 2 weeks use hydrotherapy and infant massage to become happier and, believe it or not, stronger, smarter babies. Let's take a look.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
You're serious? Are you serious?
After floating babies over 1,000 times, I assure you, this is a proven concept. So, rather than swim with the sharks, who wants to float with the babies?
Who's proven that this works?
Yeah, you made an awful lot of claims.
I did.
Where are those backed up?
It's validated by 7 other countries. This is not a new...
No, that's not an answer.
Okay.
That means nothing.
Can you point to any research that shows that babies who float or are massaged have better health outcomes? You even said cognitive outcomes, too.
Yes. Infant massage is done across the U.S. in hospital NICUs for premature babies to help stimulate the growth hormone, help them eat better, grow faster. The largest study on early water programs was done by Griffith University out of Australia. And they looked at 7,000 children under age 5. And they found that the babies who were in the water program hit their milestone markers by as much as 50% ahead of the non-water group.
So, Christy, I just want to know, who was the first person to snap a hemorrhoid pillow around a baby's neck and float them down the river? Like, who started this concept?
This was started in Japan about 5 years ago. There are several companies that make this flotation ring. I have a patent pending on the cover. It's smaller than any of the existing flotation devices on the market. We could start seeing babies as early as 2 weeks.
So explain to me the business. Is the business, a location?
So we have a storefront. Each baby has their own individual tub. I have 3 currently, so we run 3 babies per class. They float for about 20 to 25 minutes.
How much is 1 hour?
1 hour is $65.
If I wanted to start Mr. Wonderful's Flotatron, I could do it. There's nothing you have.
No one would bring their baby to you.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely
I mean, the whole point is you could have competition next door right away. This is like a nail salon, isn't it?
It is not a nail salon.
Why not?
For one reason, and that's one of the reasons I'm here. I need deeper tubs. Currently, I am having to graduate my clients prematurely at 6 months because of the depth of my tubs. I've located a manufacturer in China that makes specific tubs for this. They're baby spa tubs.
What were your total sales over the past 12 months?
44,000 the first year, and we are on track to do 60 this year.
Okay, so you're not selling out all your time slots right now.
I'm not.
That's the challenge right now.
That's my second challenge, which is...
That's your first challenge.
That's my first challenge.
Because if you sell enough, then you create all the dollars you need for your tub.
That's true.
Yeah, I know it is.
So maybe that's a different question. In the world of digital marketing, I think this thing should be going viral.
I mean, you can go to the Mommy and Me class, you go to Little Moms on Facebook.
exactly.
So where do you stand in that area?
Classes.
Yeah,
There's
Christy,
so much
But I wanted to know, are you strong in marketing in that area?
Is social media my strong point? Absolutely
Can't
not.
be. This thing should go viral at this point, right?
Look, Christy, I'm going to ask you a very simple question.
Okay.
What's your grind?
What do you mean?
I'm out.
Okay.
Look, here's what I'm saying. The grind is you got to get out there and sell. You can control your own destiny by grinding, meaning you're going to the Mommy and Me classes. Here's a card, here's a flyer, here's whatever. You're going to wherever moms are and say, here's a coupon, and they can come for free. That's a grind, going out there and getting in your car and grinding and going and selling.
My background is in medical device sales. I've worked for startup technology
So
companies
you know
for
to go out there
18
and
years.
sell.
So I do know how to go and sell. And in between those classes where I don't have babies, I am meeting with doctors. I am meeting with pediatric PTs.
Then but something is wrong, right?
Is that yielding business? Are you seeing
It
that
is yielding
produce results?
business, but this is a business that is building, and
It doesn't look like it's building.
I'm looking at your business, and I can't see the thing that you are uniquely amazing at. I see this as a business for you individually, but I don't see it as something big, and so for that reason, I'm out.
okay.
You know, in business, there are the fundamentals, purely the fundamentals. Money is not going to solve anything. Money just drives you to your problems in a Bugatti. That's what I always tell everybody. Your biggest challenge is the fact that you don't know how to get the message out to everybody in a very savvy way, create a tribe, create a following to come to you and understand that this is something of value for everybody.
I would agree with you that I absolutely need help with that.
So it's going to be something that you need to do yourself.
So-
I'm out.
Okay. I think you are a great practitioner. and really believe in your product. But there is one thing that every entrepreneur that I've invested in has in common, is tremendous energy and tremendous hustle. So I think you need a salesman/hustler as a business partner, or accept the fact that this is a lovely personal practice. But I certainly don't think it's investable for that reason or not.
Thank you.
Christy, I have a different problem. I laughed heartily at the video because it's funny, but I bought into the merits, okay, I believe it. If you'd come in here and said to me, look, I'm going to use the Shark Tank platform to let people know that this exists, and then I'm going to sell them the donut. And my donut's better because it's been proven, and I've redesigned the choke collar, whatever you call it. They're going to want to order one for $69.95.
He's right.
Who cares about a baby spa? It's irrelevant. You can't leverage that. It's great for you.
Okay.
But how do I, as an investor, after giving $150,000, make $1 million, make $2 million, make $5 million?
Well, I appreciate that feedback. We did consider selling the rings. We thought that it would be...
And the tubs.
Well, I'm not going to sell them to people for their home use.
Why not?
Why not? Don't you see what you missed? Don't you deserve to be punished?
No.
Of course you do.
I need help. That's why I'm here. I've proven the concept.
I don't know if you're going to take in the advice you've been given. This is not the advice tank. It's an investor's opportunity. I don't see any chance of making money with you. I'm out.
All right. Thank you.
Good luck.
With it being a brand new concept in the U.S., it's very easy to sit back and say, you should have done this, you should have done that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. The parents love what I'm doing, and I think this is going to be the next big thing.
I just want to see that video one more time.
Oh, that is funny.
Next into the tank is a high-tech solution to achieve the perfect fit.
Hi, I'm Miles Penn. I'm here from San Francisco, and I'm seeking $2.5 million in exchange for a 10% equity stake in my company, M. Taylor. As a guy, I hate going to the mall and trying on clothes. But online shopping is even worse, because I'll order 5 shirts just to get one that fits okay. Custom clothing provides the perfect fit, but it's really expensive, and it's even more of a hassle than regular shopping, until now. M. Taylor sells men's custom shirts by measuring you with your phone's camera, and we're 20% more accurate than a professional tailor. In the M. Taylor app, there are over 10,000 unique shirt combinations, but it's incredibly simple to order. Let's order the shirt I'm wearing right now. You start by picking out your fabric. I like this heavy purple Oxford, which is a nice casual fabric. Next, you pick out your collar. We'll go with the casual button-down. Next is your cuff. You can never go wrong with a one-button round. Now here is an M. Taylor specialty, tucked versus untucked. You won't find tucked and untucked options at FUBU shirts in stores.
Wow.
He just went there,
Not a
David.
good way to start a pitch. Good.
But now, we get to the real secret sauce, which is getting measured by your phone's camera. The measurement process is incredibly easy, and it takes less than 30 seconds. And David here will show us how easy it really is. The first thing you do is change into form-fitting clothing, which David's already done. Next, you find a wall you can lean your device against. So as you put your device down, the level tells you which way to lean it. Once it turns green, you're ready to stand back and get into position. And then you do a single spin. And after he's done spinning, he hops off screen so the camera can take a picture of the background. And then you're done. You hit submit. David just got measured 20% more accurately than a professional tailor in under 30 seconds. And because we cut out the time-consuming and expensive in-person measurement process, a custom shirt that normally costs $125, we can sell for $69 for a quality custom shirt. Let's see how David's shirt came out.
Wow, that was fast.
Looking great, David. Thank you. Sharks, we've already launched and are thriving on both iOS and Android. So Sharks, do yourself a favor and stop wearing another man's clothing. Thank you.
Let me ask you about
Barbara,
this
stop
shirt
wearing
here.
another man's clothing, okay?
He's got a hunky shape on him. I like his arms. Did it actually measure his biceps?
Yes. So we use over 14 measurements in each shirt.
The measuring technology, is there anything proprietary there, or you've just taken that off the shelf? Because this exists in other forms.
Completely proprietary, developed by me and another friend of mine from Stanford.
What's your return rates? Because that would tell me what the inaccuracy is in
Sure. Our net, including remakes, which is what most of our returns are, is about 15%.
15%? 15% returns?
Yes. You know, a typical online fashion store has 25 to 30% return.
You're asking for $2.5 million for 10%, so you feel there should be a $25 million valuation on this company, correct?
I'll definitely discuss valuation if that's what you want to discuss.
I bet
Oh,
you
no,
will.
we don't want to talk about that at all today.
Well, we'll start with revenue. So we really launched last year. That's when we started getting significant revenue. As of July, we were doing 150 grand a month in revenue. And then what happened was we hit supply chain issues. So this past month, we actually did 130, but we were on track to do $2 million in revenue this year. But unfortunately, we'll do 1.1 because we have to fix our supply chain. And I'm actually flying to China starting tomorrow.
Talk to us about that. That's a big hiccup. That's a 50% miss.
Yes. But we have, we have 1.4 million in the bank. So, we're not going bankrupt tomorrow.
So what exactly was the problem? You didn't like your pricing that you were getting?
Our pricing, frankly, we set up our supply chain. We were selling 2 shirts a day. We're paying the same price even though we sell thousands of shirts a month now. And we spent a few months trying to fix it. Frankly, I'd never done supply chain before. We had mostly failed at it. So I'm flying to China and going to be there indefinitely.
Why are you putting this at $25 million valuation? Because I could save you that trip if you bring it down to $5 million. I can send you to Taiwan and China and give you 19 factories to do this that can deliver.
May I ask you,
so Damon, for you specifically,
Miles?
I think you really could bring incredible value to helping me set up our supply chain.
And he gets a discount?
If this technology is that great and I can help you, why would you put a $25 million valuation on it?
We've already raised money at a $10 million valuation. We think we've made a lot of progress since then.
Out of respect for your other investors, I still don't even think it's worth 10. Why don't you at least start at 10? Are we playing a you go high, I go low thing?
Oh, we're just a very different company from when we raised 10.
Yeah, you're a company that missed its numbers by 50%.
Yeah, I got to tell you,
when we were doing 40 grand a month in revenue. We're going to do 130. The technology we offer is completely different from anything anyone has really tried.
So you're a tech play.
Definitely, you have to believe
so
that our
why do you want to rebuild what already exists? Who wants another shirt company?
Is this a proof of concept to then sell the software to other people?
It's not quite that. We're really very focused on building our own brand. No one before us has really tried to mainstream custom in the same way.
Or you could just turn around and license this technology to some of those multi-billion-dollar companies you were talking about.
Because I want to understand the value of $25 million.
Stanford math, computer science.
Yeah, okay. The sizing technology, the calibration you did, is no small feat. What I think is hard, particularly for a Stanford engineer sometimes, is realizing that technology, that might actually be the easiest part of this business. That the rest of this is nasty. Building a company from scratch, remotely, from the United States, trying to get this stuff made, trying to sell it to real people, trying to fit millions and millions of different body combinations, despite your 10,000 combinations here.
Well,
it's a hard business. And so far, it's not going that great for you. Right? So you projected $2 million in sales. You had to take the gas, you had to let the gas off. The shape of your curve is down and to the right instead of up and to the right. And you've got good explanations for that, but it's still down, right?
That's
so
only,
I want to know,
that's
are
only
your
in the
existing
last 3
investors,
weeks.
are your existing investors willing to invest at the same $25 million price, or are you trying to take advantage of the sharks here?
Sharks are still in, but they question the high valuation that Miles came in with for his custom shirt tech company, M-Tailor.
Are your existing investors willing to invest at the same $25 million price, or are you trying to take advantage of the sharks here?
I'm not trying to take advantage of anyone. I think it's a fair deal. I think if we were to go raise a Series A, that would be a very fair valuation.
My concern is that that's not reflected in the valuation, right? You realize China isn't set up yet. That's pushed your calendar out a little bit.
Yeah, you're right.
And so that's normally not the precursor for asking for a 2.5x on your last valuation.
I definitely understand. I think just given the fact that we have 1.4, we think we can get to ramen profitability. We'd like to put the gas.
Ramen profitability is not attractive to an investor who's looking for a big return on their money.
What's ramen profitability?
Ramen profitability means the business makes enough money to buy noodles for everybody working there.
Oh, where I'm come from, it's called a wing dinner profitability.
Wing dinner.
Wing dinner.
You have more protein in your deal.
But you right now are priced to perfection, and I can't pay a perfect price for a company that isn't perfect right now, and for that reason, I'm out.
Miles, you say, hey, I made a mistake, I'm doing this, I'm moving to China, I did this, I did that, the projections are wrong. You're explaining it away, but what bothers me, there's no shame factor at all. It just seems like a party chatter almost. I think I would stay awake at night, worried about what your next mistake is going to be.
I've been worried about China. It's like...
You don't look worried to me. For that reason alone, I'm out.
Can't please everyone.
Whoa.
Well, I don't really like you, but I like the concept. You came in with a little bit of attitude, but this is all about business. I'll give you $2.5 million for 17 and a half. I want to license it out.
I think we have different strategic visions. I'm interested in, for the near future, ramping up our own clothing and then going at a much higher valuation. So thank you, Damon. I really appreciate it, but I'm going to have to decline.
You can always come back and custom tailor this for me if you like.
You want 22.5 post-valuation, $2.5 million.
And our objective is to license this, correct?
So that's something I think we really need to discuss. We're very focused on the near term, not in licensing. I think it would potentially derail the company.
That just becomes a really big challenge because at this point I have to look at it like this. I think that we can be great strategic partners, but if I go and take my, $2.5 million and try to concentrate on finding a software very similar to yours, I can own 100% of what I'm currently doing.
And I think if you want to go do that, I think by all means, go ahead.
I'm out.
What if I said to you, look, I'm interested in you, but I don't want you to go to China, because I actually think you're going to fail. You're going to go and try and reinvent the wheel manufacturing shirts, when really what you should be doing is perfecting this technology, taking out that delay you talked about, while somebody with a real branded infrastructure wants to work with you. I can help you do that. If you really have a better mousetrap, that's interesting to me. I'll give you the $2.5 million in debt. I want 2.5% of the company. I want to make at least 7% on that debt, okay? I'll give you 36 months to pay it back. It's not unreasonable.
Yeah, 7% a year?
Yeah.
It's actually not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah.
It's not a bad
It's the
deal.
most reasonable deal I've ever heard from you.
That's venture debt. Your company should be able to support that at this point.
That's a deal. You can't turn that down.
Mark, do you have a counter?
So here's my problem, right? You were similar to me, with even more arrogant than I was, if that's possible.
That isn't possible.
That can't happen.
Yeah, when I first had my first company, and I wrote code and I did all the systems integration. The fact is that you're the one that has to go to China. That is the hugest mistake you'll ever make, because it says either you're afraid or don't know how to hire and build bench strength. So my problem isn't the valuation, right? My problem is that you don't have the skill set yet to be able to create that acceleration. I'm out.
Thank you, Mark. Really appreciate it.
Okay, Miles, what do you say?
Unfortunately, we're interested in equity partners that are going to be fully invested in the company. We don't want to have a big balloon payment over our heads. So, unfortunately, unless you want to go equity, we're going to have to decline.
When you walk out that door, it's over. And you're going to go home tonight and cry like a baby.
When you say no to an offer like that, it actually shows me you don't have as much confidence in the business as I thought you did.
So I have a lot of confidence in the business. I don't have as much confidence in paying back $3 million exactly when he needs it.
I can't believe you're not taking it. I'm shocked.
I gotta say no.
All right, you're a dead shirt walking to me. Turn around and get out of here.
Please just go away.
All right, thank you guys. It's been great.
Take care.
I feel like I gave out an offer that I knew we could accept. Unfortunately, none of the sharks took me up on it. And, I bent as much as I thought was reasonable for our business because I believe in it so much and I know where we're going.
Next time on Shark Tank.
Tutu Blue is the answer to your problems.
Wow, let me show you how easy it is. You invented this. There's people that watch things happen and people that make things happen. This could be one of the best things I've ever seen on Shark Tank.
Ding, did I hear royalty? He's annoying the hell out of me.
Wait, Mark, rude.
Why?
I'm in the middle of talking.
You're making me wait for this? The risk is yours. So, do we have a deal?
A Mother's Reckoning. Essential viewing for every American family. The Diane Sawyer Special.